Hi YouTube, back to Basics Gal here again. Today I'm going to show you how to make these Woolies or dryer balls. They're really cool. People really like these when they get them and after they start using them. They're these balls that you throw in the dryer. You don't need to use dryer sheets. You have to use 100% wool yarn, and you can use all yarn or do what I do, and I use I buy this wool from I actually get it from a friend, and there's also a store up in Frankenmuth, Michigan, where I get the worsted wool by the bagful too. You might be able to find this if you know a farmer who has sheep, and when they do their shearing, you might be able to buy some wool from them. You'll probably have to clean it and comb it, but what I do is, and I use it just because it saves a little bit on the yarn. So the center of mine, I have on the wool inside of it, but you can also make it totally out of the yarn if you want. So this is an option for you. Anyway, since I have access to the wool, I use the wool. Anyway, and I also do felting of some of my soaps for gifts. Anyway, all you do is you take your 100% yarn and you wrap it very tightly, and you just keep going around and around and around until you have a ball of wool, basically. And then I'm going to show you how to felt it. These are really cool. Once you start using them, you'll see what I mean. You no longer have to have the chemicals that you use when you put fabric softener in your dryer. To give you an example, take one of your dryer sheets and go up and wipe your mirror with it, or wipe it across one of your windows, and you'll see how that ick that gets on your windows or your mirror. All that stuff is getting in your clothes, and it's chemicals. I don't know how great that is for us to be having all this chemical stuff that they keep approving for us to use. Anyway, if you do want to add scents to this, you can use pure essential oils. I don't. These do a great job of removing static from your clothes, and it fluffs them up, so you don't need to use any dryer, fabric softener or anything once you start using these dryer balls. I've used these about a year now, and I think they're fabulous. I've been giving them as gifts. I had a friend of mine, her pugs one of them has really bad allergies. I mean, to where this dog has medicine that it has to take, and he has to get steroid shots. That's how bad of reactions this poor dog is getting. Anyway, so when I gave her these dryer balls, she started washing his stuff with it, and she said it worked wonders. She no longer has to worry about him with the fabric softener and stuff. Well, this one is just about done, and I'll show you how to tie this off. I use a crochet hook, and you really don't have to worry a lot about how the ball looks. Once you do the felting on it, it's all going to end up being one great big, solid mass of wool. You can't really tell where the strands are anymore once it gets felted. And what felting is I'm going to show you how you wash this in hot water. When I do my towels and if I wash my comforter, my sheets or towels, when I'm felting, that's when I throw these into the washing machine, because I do those with hot water. And I usually run these through 2 or 3 times to make sure that they're felted very well. You can also just put them in a bowl with hot water and take soap and lather them up, but you need to put them inside of a nylon, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Because if you don't do it and these come undone, the wool will be a waste. You'll have ruined it. Um, so don't get this wet without having it in a nylon, some kind of protection. But I'll show you the easiest way to do that. I probably should have not had this yarn piece as long as I did. I could have wrapped it a couple more times. Normally I just bring it through 3, maybe 4 times, and we tuck everything inside of the ball. Anyway, yeah, I should have definitely done that. Anyway, you just keep poking it into the ball. Just make it disappear. I guess I could cut this, but I'm being a little bit stubborn, and just gonna poke the whole thing into it. It's just about done now. Finally, the last little piece, I'm going to tuck that in, and we'll get on to the next part here. Thank goodness. Okay, this ball is about the size of a tennis ball, I guess you'd call it. Anyway, see how I've just wrapped this and just kept wrapping it? Anyway, um, and it's tightly wrapped. I'm going to show you how to prepare these to be washed. And if you're going to do this in the sink, you still have to do this part too. Um, and yes, these knee highs have been washed. I don't use dirty knee highs on when I'm felting, in case you're wondering. Anyway, you tie a knot in between each one of these. I've been making quite a few. I'm getting a little jump on Christmas this year. I came up with a really cute idea to give these to people too. I'm going to well, maybe I'll wait and I'll show you what I came up with on how to package these. I think it's really going to be a charming little gift. Anyway, every time you put one of the Woolies or dryer balls in the nylon, you just tie a knot. Now see, this one's already been felted. See how all that yarn is it's not like these ones that haven't been felted. It's like matted, and it becomes one like one piece, I guess is what you could call it. But doing it with the yarn, this one's felted. See how that is compared to the blue one? Anyway, it all becomes one mass. The yarn goes into one piece when it's felted, so it won't come apart in the dryer. It would if you didn't felt it first. It would fall apart in the dryer, and you'd have a big mess, and it wouldn't you wouldn't be able to reuse it either. Once you get wool wet, it felts, and there's no undoing that. Anyway, I just keep on, just stick them into the nylons, and I'll wash these 2, maybe 3 times. Um, it can't hurt. More is better, I guess. But I wash them with towels. Anyway, I've washed these 3 times. I did my sheets, I did towels, and I did my kitchen towels lastly with these, and I washed them all in hot water. And as you can see, this is felted. None of the None of the yarn moves anymore. It's all one piece, so this is these are done. You always it's kind of nerve-wracking when you take these out. It's like, did it felt or did it not? Anyway, but after 3 times washing in hot water, I would think that they'd be felted just fine. You can also stick these in a bowl if you don't want to throw them into the washing machine. You could stick them into a bowl of hot water and lather them up with some soap. Then rinse them out real well and let them dry. And do that a couple of times. And that might be able to felt them that way. I just find sticking them in the washing machine is a lot easier. Anyway, when I give these to folks, I give them 3. I think that's a nice combination. And I try to color coordinate when I'm buying the yarns. I color coordinate and see the yarn doesn't move. It all gets matted down so on. I don't know how well you can see this on YouTube, but now see, these 3 would go together. Those look really nice together. I could either do 3 of the blue variegated with the white variegated. Anyway, I still have a lot more of these to make. I just thought that you might enjoy seeing how they're made, and you might like to save some money on your dryer bills. Anyway, this is Back to Basics, gal. As always, thanks for stopping by.